Hey, welcome back to it's day 5 of the 31 Days of Tarot Challenge hosted by Ethany from ethany.com. Today's question about the tarot for 31 Days of Tarot participants is, was there a card that stalked you in 2016? So when they ask that, they mean, was there a card that showed up over and over and over again in readings you did for yourself or readings you did for clients? And I would say yes, but not throughout the whole year. I would say it was broken up into sections. So for like a few months, I might see a card repeating itself over and over, and then it would shift to something new. So if I remember right, oh, so long ago now, back early on, like maybe this time last year, or even a little bit earlier than that, back in 2015, I remember that this one card called Night Queen in one of my Oracle decks kept showing up over and over. And I was like, what is going on? Because this card asks you to kind of go into your inner darkness or things that you don't want to think about, kind of your baggage that you've suppressed, and it asks you to bring it out into the light and warns you that it's going to be unpleasant and painful, but once you do it, you're going to feel way better. And for a long time, I was like, I don't know. I don't know what this card means. The card means nothing to me until a friend, I was having a conversation with a friend, and we got to discussing some things, and he was like, that's it. That's your Night Queen. And as soon as he said it, it was like waterworks. And of course it was. And so I worked through that. And yeah, then it stopped showing up after that. So that was early in the year. And then the next card that started stalking me was the Bright Mother from the Faeries Oracle deck. She started coming up for me over and over. I think in the springtime. You could go back to my Instagram because I took pictures of it. I was doing one of those Instagram tarot challenges. They're super fun. If you're looking for something to challenge you, if you want to learn how to do tarot, or you want to learn about yourself, I would say jump in and participate in one of those Instagram tarot challenges. They're easy to find. Just go to Instagram, search #tarot challenge, and then pick one that appeals to you, because they're there every month. At least one person seems to create one. And yeah, they're a really, really good exercise, really good creative challenge. So anyway, in the spring, I was doing one of those, and all month long, this card kept coming up to the point where I would be asking questions, and I'd go, I don't know why I'm asking, because I know who's going to show up. And sure enough, there she was. Yeah, so she really helped me kind of shift my thinking and my outlook and my just the way I was making decisions or perceiving my situation. She kind of shifted my thinking, and I found that very healing, actually. And then, yeah, now just lately, these two characters I've noticed have been popping up for just about every client I do. This is the King of Swords from the Shadowscapes deck. And also from Shadowscapes, it's the Queen of Cups. So I'm getting to know these characters really well, especially the Queen of Cups, because I would say at the beginning of the year, she was a character that I couldn't really relate to. I'd say, oh no, she's a kind woman, kind, mature, someone who cares about others, is very sweet and loving. And it kind of ended there, but I'm coming to realize now that she is so much more than that. And I love this card. It was actually the turtles that kind of gave me this epiphany and are very symbolic of who the Queen of Cups is. First of all, she has her arms wide open. So she's exposing herself. Like she's not got her arms crossed. She's not feeling guarded. She's not protecting herself. She's not sheltering herself from the elements or the weather. In no way is she protecting herself. She's opening herself up to vulnerability, and she's embracing, um, she's like ready to hug you. So reasons to hug, are to comfort, to show affection, and to forgive. So she represents all those things. And the fact that she is dancing, um, is that she's doing it with kind of a love and enthusiasm and optimism. Um, and like I said, it was the turtles that really, once I connected to the turtles, everything clicked. And the turtles wear armor, they have a shell. So that's like when you're really protective of your emotions and when you're guarded. You always have that shell you can retreat into where you feel safe. But if you're not exposing your soft parts of you, the softer parts of you, your vulnerable parts, you're not moving forward. You're just going to sink to the bottom of the ocean if you retreat back in your shell. There's no movement forward. So the Queen of Cups is actually quite brave because she's not afraid to be vulnerable. She understands the risks and does it anyway. So that's how I've got to know the Queen of Cups. She's come up over and over. And yeah, the more clients that she comes up for, the more I get to know her. And the King of Swords, I'm not sure if he's changed too much for me, but he has come up repeatedly. And I admire the Court of Swords. That's the suit that I connect with the most. The intellectual, the rational, the the smart knowledge seekers, the scientists. I like him. And I like that this card too, I feel like there's a little bit of Odin in him. I don't know if that was an inspiration from the artist, but he's got his two ravens there, just like Odin. He sits on a throne like Odin. I just feel like there's an Odin connection to him. Yeah, so there you go. Those are the cards that stalked me in 2016, and a few lessons learned from those cards. If you are a reader yourself and had cards that came up repeatedly for you, let me know in the comments, and I will see you tomorrow for day 6. Ciao.